Hey folks, Matt Martinick here. I've been wanting to do this video for a while now, but I really wanted to think about what I wanted to say and how I wanted to approach it. I've been a member of the true crime community for a while now, mainly due to my Oddest Couple books and my song Apartment 213. I've met a bunch of interesting folks in the midst of promoting these ventures, many with my same interests, and some not so much. What I want to stress first and foremost here is that I'm not some kind of a Dahmer fanboy. Never will be. He was a tormented man who did some really disgusting things. But I do, however, find his story to be one of the most interesting ones I've come across. Hence the reason why I've covered him so much. And this is no different. One of the least covered things in his case is the item that you see before you on the screen. It has perplexed me for years. It hung above his royal blue-draped windows in his apartment during his crimes, and most chalked it up to some random creepy decor and some sick sense of humor. And I thought the same at first until I saw that Jeff had included this in his altar drawing. I knew that there had to be a greater significance to it. So, I researched for a long while. And the conclusion that I came to was that this strange plaque depicted the Roman god Bacchus, or as the Greeks referred to him as Dionysus. Dionysus is primarily known as the god of wine and festivity, but there is a much darker underpinning to the story. Now, according to the myth, upon Dionysus' death, his mother ate his heart and became pregnant. He continued on after death. The transference of power, of soul, came about from the consumption of the flesh. Now, to Jeff, this was no fairy tale. He believed that whomever he ate became a part of him, literally. Food for thought, right? But the ultimate question is this. Did the interest in the myth come first? Or did he simply use it to sign off on his deviancy after the fact, and to downplay any guilt he might have felt at the time? If he was into this type of thing before the cannibalism even started, it puts a different spin on things altogether, especially for a misguided person searching for his meaning in life. My interest in this item came through in my writings as well, as it does appear in The Oddest Couple in a scene where Jeff explains his belief in this mythology to Ted Bundy. And I went even further still until I literally tracked down the only mold used to manufacture these plaques in the 80s and 90s, the time frame when Jeff would have acquired his. The owner of the mold informed me that he had acquired it from a plaster place that went out of business in 2000. Unfortunately, he stopped there and would not divulge any more info. Obviously, he didn't want to be associated with this thing. Although he wouldn't even let on that he knew what morbid significance it had in the first place. I didn't mention it either. It was kind of an unsaid wink and a smile type of thing. But now, I can provide this piece, previously thought lost to time, to true crime collectors around the world. My own little contribution to a case that will never stop fascinating the public at large. The photos that you see in the video are of the plaques that I have made for Dahmer aficionados everywhere, using the very same mold that made his own. And if you would like one of these made for you, just message me. The original plaque that Jeff had, however, does seem to be lost. I contacted the folks from Cult Collectibles who purchased the rest of Jeff's possessions off of his father last year, which included some other apartment decor, but they did not have possession of the infamous plaque in question. Its location remains a mystery, well, to me at least. Who knows? Maybe one of you knows a little more about it. Hit me up if you do. Anyways, thanks for listening, and as always, yours in true crime, Matt Martinick. Now, go watch some Exorcist 3.